Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you are doing well. Today I'm here to document one of my very old projects that I did uh, on Power BI. As you can see, this particular project was actually last saved way back in 2023, somewhere around January, I believe. So I forgot to document it back then, so I decided to actually uh, document it right now, because why not, right? Okay, so basically I worked on a particular data set, or basically a football club data set. So at the very beginning I would like to show you the data set itself. So this is the particular website. I'll provide the link to this website in the description. It's basically a football data from Transfermarkt. As you can see, this particular data set, it has uh, around uh, 400 clubs, more than 400 clubs from many different matches and competitions, more than 60,000 games recorded, and 30,000 players associated with those matches. Also, it has 400,000 player market valuations, and then more than a million appearance records. So basically there are a bunch of tables with basically, what does it say? It says around 50 columns, and there are 8 files, basically 8 tables. So to view this, you actually have to sign in. Okay, so I'll quickly actually show you these tables. Let me move on to Power BI itself. Okay, so I'll go to this table view. So as you can see, I have imported, by the way, I did not import all of the tables, only the ones that I wanted to work on. So as you can see, I imported the appearances, definitely the clubs, the football clubs themselves, the games, the specific matches, the players. Okay, so if you see the players in particular, they have an ID, their name, their current club, the club name, their their nation, and some other about their position, their sub position and stuff. Okay, and then we have the club, which is actually the primary table, I believe. So they have their name, all the famous clubs that probably there is somewhere around, you'll find Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, then maybe Barcelona. Okay, and there are some other tables, as you can see: players, attack, defense, goalkeeper, GK. These particular tables are basically inherited directly from this table. This is the parent table. And by the way, after I imported these tables, I did some processing. I refined the data. I fixed some of the errors. So basically I made it usable or functional to work with Power BI. And also I had to actually form relationships between these tables. I don't particularly remember what I exactly did back then. So basically, as you can see, there are some one-to-many relationships. Yeah, these are basically bunch of one-to-many relationships. Okay, and I also did something with the DAX queries. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard itself. So let me explain what is happening right here. So as you can see, this this bold text clearly states that this is the statistics of Real Madrid. So let's try to understand these graphs one by one. So at the very beginning, this red green donut chart, what does it say? So basically this donut chart, it basically presents all of the matches where Real Madrid appeared. Okay, so from all of the matches Real Madrid appeared, they actually won almost about 70% of them. Okay, and they incurred around 30% losses. Okay, and these are the exact numbers. Okay, and I believe this particular data set spans from the year 2014 all the way to 2022. So I believe it's around, around 8 years of data, I believe. And adjacent to this particular graph, we have another donut chart, and this actually presents all of the goals transferred between Real Madrid and its opponents. Okay, so basically total number of goals scored and the total number of goals conceded. So you can see among all of the goals transferred, about 70% of them were actually scored by Real Madrid themselves, and the rest 30% was actually the goals Real Madrid conceded. Okay, now if you notice this particular line chart, it actually represents, as you can see in this particular tooltip, it says in the year 2015 they actually scored 62 goals for the entire year. Okay, and you can see from the year 2014 to 2017 they had a steady increase, and then it started to decrease, and it was relatively at its lowest point in the year 2020, and then again it had a pretty steep increase all the way to the year 2022. So that's interesting. Then this particular relative bar chart, what it says is from all the players Real Madrid they have, 70% of them, they're actually foreigners, which means they were imported from other nations. Okay, and 30% are basically native players. Okay, and this is basically their net transfer record, I believe, over these 8 years or so. There is another tab right here, Club Squad. If I move on to this particular tab, you can see it is again pretty self-explanatory. You can see this actually shows their staff, their lineups. Okay, so basically it shows who their coach is. It's Carlo Ancelotti. Their squad size is around 23. They're ranked 1 right now, so that's great if you are a supporter. Okay, let's see if we can find someone familiar. So in terms of attack, yes, there you go. There's Bale, there's Benzema, there's Vinicius. I believe I was actually looking for Ronaldo, but I believe this particular lineup is from the year 2022, and I believe Ronaldo, he already left Madrid back then. Okay, there you go, the goalkeeper. We have Courtois. Yes, so the data is quite accurate actually. So let's go back to our club stats. Okay, what's interesting here is this statistic. These are actually not static, they're dynamic. You can see here is a filter, right? So if you remember the data set, it actually had more than 30,000 players or clubs. Let me check actually. So they had, oh yeah, they had 30,000 players and they had over 400 clubs. So this particular filter should have 400 clubs recorded. So let's see if that is the case. Let's type in some more popular names. Let's try Barcelona. There you go, FC Barcelona. Yep, quite fantastic stats as usual. Okay, well, their graph is actually quite similar to Real Madrid. They also had a relatively lesser total goals scored in the year 2020. It increased and then decreased again. They also actually scored more compared to what they conceded. They won more and incurred lesser losses. Okay, so around around 70 to 30 ratio. Okay, so let's close this. Oh, it seems like they have more native players, right? And let's go back. So you see this particular dashboard also updated. So the filter is actually effective on this page as well. So let's see if we recognize someone from here. There you go. There is Lewandowski. Yep, Aguero is also there. Where is Messi? Did he also move on from Barcelona in the year 2022? I believe so. So where did he join actually? So okay, let's try Paris Saint-Germain, and yep, there you go, Lionel Messi in PSG. Okay, so does that mean Ronaldo is actually in, I don't know, maybe Juventus? Yep, there you go, there he is. So the data is actually quite accurate, right? Let's see what's the condition of Juventus after Ronaldo joined their team, their squad. Let's see, let's go to club stats. Whoops, that doesn't look quite good. How about uh, Paris Saint-Germain? Oops, let's spell that correctly. Okay, that's interesting. Well, all these teams, they're performing super well. Is this data even accurate? Okay, let's pick a random team. Let's see. For example, let's go down. Let's go down. What are these teams? I've never even heard of them. Okay, let's go down even more. Let's go down even more. Aston Villa. Okay, let's see. Okay, finally someone who performs worse than the others. So you can see this particular team, I've never even heard of it. Aston Villa. So they incurred more losses than they won. Okay, so 70 to 30 ratio, right? And they conceded more goals, as you can see. Atletico Madrid, not bad, not bad. Then Dortmund, okay, I recognize that. Oh, okay, quite good, quite good. Impressive, impressive. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I believe there is not much to show here anymore. So this was pretty much my project, or I don't know what I did, all those years back. All those years? No, it's maybe like, 1.5 years. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching.